Good morning, everyone. So, for our assembly today, January the 25th, Sir 2021, because remember we've knighted this year because it's going to be brilliant. I want to look at your remote learning ambitions and the virtual offer, but also getting you understanding that ambition's really, really important for this, okay? So, just a little bit of an outline again of how we've been spending our time. So myself and my wife, we've done some more walking. I think I showed you one of Katrina and Wellington boots last time in some water. I'm not making her always walk through massive puddles, but it does seem apparent. We went out, fantastic with the snow. I'm sure you all really enjoyed that. Really beautiful, beautiful time to be outside, get some headspace, get away from the screen, get away from sort of sat down and get up, get that blood moving, get that air in your lungs. That looks like something out of Mordor or some kind of fancy novel. That's Glastonbury Tor from where we live. And just brilliant to be out and about. And that's really important, again, to get yourselves out and about, that cathartic experience of being out in the wilderness, out in the rural area, away from a screen. And on top of that, seeing people as much as you can do virtually. So we had a massive game of Uno on Friday night because it was Burns night. It was actually Burns night tonight, but we went for a Burns night. So my friend decided he was dressed as William Wallace. Not sure why. That was great. A bit of Burns night food, bit of vegetarian haggis for me and the wife. And obviously last week we talked about the fact that really happy news that I was getting a new nephew. My brother and his husband adopted. So Joshua's first 3 days have been quite an experience. He learned how to play with stickle bricks. My brother stepped on about 14 of them, so well done, Stuart. And then he's learned to eat vegetarian sausages. He's massive and he's only 2. This is very interesting to see. Been out and about, wandering around Glasgow in his new home, which is really lovely. And really settling in. And again, a nice moment, something nice to celebrate. I bought him some bubbles, which I think he's going to like. He seems to like just bubbles being blown, so we bought him a bubble machine for his bath. Very excited about seeing videos of that. But again, something happy to celebrate. What can be a tough time? I'm just looking at Stuart Stevens' flat, how that's changed just in 3 days. And then us here at school. So I arrived this morning, very icy, very cold, very blustery. You hear the crunch? Bit cold. It was very cold. So we then go outside into the yard, and it's even colder. Yeah, it's a lot of snow. So unfortunately, you can't be here to see it, but hopefully with some snow when you come back. Now I want to look at the remote learning expectations again, just to go through it with us all about the idea of ambition, to follow your timetable as much as you can. Your teachers are available throughout your lessons, throughout the whole day, and will give you feedback and will support you in your learning, okay? That might be through Google Meet. It might be that there's a link up and you can click on and we'll just appear and we'll be able to give you verbal feedback and live feedback, okay? It's about vocabulary and using the correct language and challenging yourself to really think hard and really use that correct terminology and domain-specific terms in your lessons, okay? And etiquette. If you do come on live, if it is a tutor time, or if it is a PSHE or an enrichment lesson and you're on the screen, it's about etiquette, it's about behaving properly and about being calm and being considered and measured in your approach. It's about integrity and about doing the right thing. You know, this isn't learning as we want it to be, but it is the framework that we have in front of us. So we must work to it and must work hard within it. Okay, so there's doing the right thing for your own development, getting you to a point that when you do come back, you're ready and there are no gaps. And the morals and ethics, that positive mindset, it can be hard to motivate yourself when you're sat there at home. So think about what will motivate you and build that into your day and build that into your learning day, okay? And finally, pride. Take pride in the fact that when you come back, we want to share in everything you've done. All the tasks you're being set, everything you do is going to support you when you're back here, okay? You're looking for little videos and little clips and celebrating your successes. And that's what we've had. All these other subjects like art and music and DT and PE and performing arts, they've all done things that are away from the screen, hopefully, to really drive some success for you as well as the English, math, science and humanities. Think about the learning achievements at home. The top trumps cards made by the history umbods. The 3D art and sculpture projects being done by the art department. And some really positive examples of how you're learning at home. So share it with us. We want to get a newsletter. We want you guys to be the celebration and your learning to be the celebration, okay? So a couple of things. We want you to check your Gmail regularly. All right, that's really important because for a start, I'll be sending you emails, lucky you, and also we'll send out the newsletter every week to you, the pupils, because you're the ones who aren't here at the moment. And then when you're in classroom, read the instructions of the details of what you're being asked to do by your teacher. Now, they'll be short, succinct, and what we call front-loaded. So all the main instructions will be here or on the video, the lesson video from the teacher. And then all the resources are there as well. Now, that might take you a little bit of time to pick through it, but that's okay. Now, I'm going to show you an example of what we mean from a pupil's point of view. So this is what a pupil sees. This is what you see. Here's the lesson name. Here's the instructions. And you can see there, that is the lesson video. And you click that, your teacher will appear and they video their part of the lesson. Now here, the teacher's given two variants of feedback. They've given some verbal feedback. So if I click on that, my teacher's voice will appear and they'll talk to me. And if I click on this one, oh, utter nightmare. Your teacher will appear in video form, having given you some videoed feedback. Now, these two little additions really support you in getting better and working harder and doing some really good things. Okay? This should work. Jason calls something called Screencastify. Yep, there I am. So I'm not going to press play because it's really dying. Now, also, you need to be turning work in if you're being asked to turn work in. If you're not being asked to turn it in, if you're being asked to go away from the screen, then follow those instructions as well. Now, PSHE and enrichment and tutor times via Google Meet, those rules are quite clear. You need to be appropriately dressed. Take pride in your appearance, take pride in who you are, and demonstrate that positive etiquette, part of our core concepts, part of our Infinity curriculum. And our usual expectations of behaviour will be there and in place. So if you're being asked to read, you're being asked to read. If you're being asked to share something, you're being asked to share something, listening, okay? And ensure the area you're working in is a positive learning environment. So it's quiet, calm. Now, quite evidently, we'd rather you were all back here. But at the moment, that can't happen. So you are responsible for your ambition at home. We will put everything in place to make you a success, but we are relying upon you as well to take the initiative and to work hard and think hard. And if you're stuck, to use all the facilities on offer to ask for that help. Miss you all. See you all really soon.